What is up, legends? We are back in Wizardry. All right, so you're gonna see really something interesting. I have a different team, and we're gonna be talking about things today. I wish I had known when I started this game. So a lot of the problem with this game is there's not a lot of information, not a lot of English information. Somebody actually talking and going through the motion. That's the key difference in all of this. And there's stuff that like I really looked at every video I could find and all the content I could find, and I noticed a lot of people didn't exactly know or don't know what the gaming loop of this game is. This game does have a gaming loop, and that's why it's so hard for everybody in the beginning, because you don't know what the gaming loop is, because nobody actually have said what the gaming loop is. But that's the purpose of this video. I'm going to tell you that I'm gonna make this game really easy for you to going forward, to understand what the gaming loop is. Now, if you are new to this channel, what I normally do, because I'm a professional game tester for a living, is I break games down and give you an easy way to understand how to play the game. Typically, there is no hard game out there anymore. Just being real, you just have to understand the game itself and how it functions and what it wants you to actually do. With that being said, this game is very strict when it comes to actually summoning. It's just is not something that they want you to really do a lot in this game. So you have to make use of the stuff that you got from the beginning. When you're a new player coming in, you ain't gonna do that. You're just not gonna know. You're gonna not know what to actually do and what to go for. I have particular things that I'm going to actually go for and explain to you why I did all that right here. So first and foremost, obviously you're gonna re-roll for what you want. There's a way to actually get a free character. Basically, you're gonna get like Adam, I believe, free, and then you get to pick from the 5 naturals as well. Now, the naturals, if we go to the ruins, I'll show you what the naturals are.
It's as gloomy as always.
Head over to featured. This is the summons. This is a special character. I'm not really counting him in this. That's if you want to actually go for that and stuff like that. What we were paying attention to is these guys. Now, these are the naturals, as I call them, or the nat 5s or whatever else like this. You can pick. You can say, you know, I believe you get Adam free, which is the guy with the crown up there with the attitude. But everybody else, you can basically pick at a certain point, like 10 minutes into the game, which one you want. I'm suggesting Lanavale, and the reason why I'm suggesting Lanavale is, one, she's going to be a frontline unit, probably one of the best frontline units that you can have, and she has a passive that will save you a lot of time and a lot of silver. Now, what Lanavale actually does is, at every time you win, she's going to heal the party. That means that you're not going to be spending on potions, and that you can stay into a dungeon longer and actually do something that I'm going to show you at the towards the end of this video. And you can pretty much do that all throughout the rest of the game. It starts to wear down as you get stronger and not be as prevalent, of course, but you can actually make that passive stronger over time too, as you get dupes of her from playing the game. With that said, I pick Lanavale. Some people would say Deborah, which is the girl all the way at the top. That is the girl. She's undead because she has a SP regain when she kills something. I really don't care about that. I actually did get her, but you're gonna notice that over time that's less useful, because she's not gonna get a kill on that type of stuff. That's really literally for like cute stuff in the beginning, but it doesn't save you any time. Lanavale saves you time because she's going to heal your whole entire party, so you're not using potions on that. It's usually between 12 to 20 that the heal is, but that is very big in the beginning of the game. Even in the middle, when I got up to like level 20, 25 before I started over, realized I wanted to start over to get a specific team. She still was useful and still frontline, and you can actually build her out and go crazy with it. So that's my picks and all of that. Now, as far as the re-rolls, the reason why I re-rolled this was because I wanted to make sure that obviously that I had Lanavale going on, and then whatever else I could eke out that way. But I found that even with all the summons that I didn't get these characters. So what I did is I re-rolled, and me and Zox actually re-rolled at the same time. Zox did before I did, like 10 minutes before I did, and then I ended up doing it after, which is funny. I I re-rolled and ended up getting both of these characters. Like literally in the same summon. It took me 5 re-rolls to actually do it. Wasn't particularly hard. You get 5,800 right now when you start the game, which is basically just under 30 summons. You can do a few more things and story and stuff like that to get the other 200. If you do all your daily stuff and do like the passive things and all that type of stuff, you get up to 6,000, and then you get 30 summons. That's what I did 5 times, and on the 5th try, I ended up getting both of these characters, and that's what I wanted. You don't have to do this. You can literally just ignore it for the so on. So if you are a major fan and like this character, you can do that for this character, because you can do the same thing. You can just basically go into the jeweler, which I'll show you where that's at. You can go into the jeweler and limited time offer. If you go to daily and you go all the way to the bottom, is it weekly? Or is it recommended? No, it's recommended. My bad. Recommended. So right here is where you would buy the summons right here. The Thunder Smiter is the lightning warrior guy right there. So be careful. Make sure you're looking at the right thing. You can buy 3 of these. You're gonna get 33 summons, which is not bad. 33 tries. If you go further down, you get the other world adventurers right here, which this is where they're at. But what you're looking for personally right now is this one right here. I believe they're the same thing right there, but I didn't even use those. I used the green ones. And my very first one, no, my second one, I ended up getting both the girl and the guy character. And I turned around and tried to summon again. You really don't want to save unless you have to for something in particular. We're going to talk about the reason why next. So there's things that you want to actually do. You want to get a thief. That's the next point. You want to get a thief. And the reason why you want to get a thief is that what thieves actually do, you are going to be picking up treasure chests in the dungeon all the time. All the damn time. It literally is just a thing. And one of the things that Amelia does is she passively doesn't have traps happen to her, which is just amazing. And in general, it works out particularly well when it comes to her. She's just an amazing character overall when it comes to actually doing damage too. She does a lot of insane damage for just as a character, but when going into like the dungeon, you can throw disarm on her and you're gonna be good to go. So you're gonna see nose for treasure right here continuously increases the stat for disarm, trap, and detect to increase further. Evade trap right here. Then she's a windkin, as you can see, bam. Treasure disarm, which you can actually give her from other thief, and then treasure trap detection. The reason why all this is just amazing is you're gonna get traps left. You're gonna be able to slow down the bard when it comes to actually doing traps, and you're going to be opening thousands of chests. So that's crazy. Deborah is pretty good for that as well too, because she comes with the SP, but I'm just like Amelia because it's just simpler. And you can essentially give Deborah's passive to Amelia if you want to, and then she's going to have the ability to actually be limit broken easier because she is a 4-star character, and she's going to come out a lot basically. And summons, you're not gonna get Deborah a lot. Like you'd be lucky to get her one time, like I did. But Amelia, you gotta have a chance to actually get her a lot and limit break up her passive up, which is just amazing, which makes her better than Deborah in my opinion, because like how you gonna get Deborah a bunch of times? That's just luck at the end of the day, and you never put your faith in the luck and gotcha. You put your faith in stuff that you can actively control more so, and I can control how good Amelia is, so that's why I went after her. So now you have Lanavale and Amelia right there. If you're going the same path that I'm going, you have pretty much good characters. The next thing that you want to do is this.
I am always ready to serve.
You shut up. You want to actually go into training, and you could do that in the various ways. You can go to the inn and then sleep at the inn, but we don't want to do that.
Welcome to the Guild Tavern.
You want to go to the training room, and here's where things get interesting. So you can make your character really OP early in the game if you, depending on how lucky you get summoning wise. That's why you want to use all your summons, because dupes are going to allow you to actually put things into characters. So,
Do
uh,
not come so close.
nah, not you. We want to Birkin.
Is something wrong?
We gotta. They all dirty like that because I'm not going to the end, but I'm not doing that on purpose. So what you want to do is you want to go to inherit skill. And these are all the characters that I have summoned so far, and what their skills are. So obviously, the luckier you are to actually get characters, you actually want to get dupes of jobber characters because they're going to give you passives, and the passives you can stack onto other characters. Now you see we have this passive magic up right here. She is a mage, so we want to actually put that on her. So we put the passive magic up right there and inherit. That's going to enhance her power.
Care of it.
And now her spells are stronger. We're gonna use the second one too. I can do them both at the same time, but you notice this time around I'm gonna need another one to actually do that. So a big tip that I did not know relatively is that every character needs accuracy in this game, especially if you're gonna auto a lot. Because they're gonna need to actually hit things. Gear is going to control that. So if you put heavy gear on, it comes with a penalty of speed and accuracy, and you can actually overtake that a little bit if you put accuracies up. Now I have not put accuracy on her, so I'm gonna put that on her, and that will make her more likely
Good care of it.
to land the attack. Now, the thing is, what you're going to want to do is go for a little bit of a balance in how you gear. You don't always want to put all heavy stuff on. You want to put some light stuff on or medium stuff on to balance it out because they don't have those modifiers, and that'll actually lower how much of the penalty that's going to come back on you for your gear. So let's. I can't look at that from here, but let's go for a different character. Who do I need? Like maybe Amelia.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I've done all this. I can armor break with Amelia. Yeah, that'd be useful. How much does it cost though? 4. That's about the same. And she's always gonna attack first because she's faster. So that's good. Elise is one of the characters that you get. She is what I call a VA star 4. The VA star 4s actually have voice lines. That's why voice actors and stuff like that. They're usually better than the jobber characters and have better passives. I don't particularly need Elise or anything, but I do need this armor break thing. So we're gonna give that.
Trust you with my power. Accepted.
We're gonna give that to Amelia so she can start with an armor break on if it's a boss or an enemy or somebody I just particularly need to take down. They're automatically going to get that armor break on them, which is kind of like amazing. I don't think I need anything else. Now you can. This is up to you how you want to go about doing this. If you have anybody who's going to be tanky, which is going to be like my Lanaville, I could put behind cover and make it so that she's going to actually, cover somebody. If I feel that the back is going to be in trouble, I can actually give her self healing, which is actually going to be pretty good. That might be a thing as well. Not Amelia though. I want Lanaville to do that.
So filthy. No, I suppose I deserve it.
I must have already gave her that already because she's gonna need 3, so I could just leave that behind. Maybe I'll put it on somebody else. We have Armor Pierce. Now I'm not gonna do that with this because this is Ninja. We're gonna talk about him next. Ninja's OP. I took him out because what I was doing was getting him killed because obviously he shouldn't be out there at level 2, but I was getting him EXP. We're gonna do all that at the end. But Ninja is amazing. See, I named her Ryu Hayabasa because she just kind of like look like him and he's awesome. So yeah. And you got passive MP, which I am actually going to go back to Birkin and put that.
Is something wrong?
I'm going to put that on so she gets more MP. That means
Good care of it.
She can cast. So obviously, I want to actually go out and find as many bones as I can. That sounds bad, but you're gonna find as many as you can. You literally could farm that all day if you want to. It's a random drop in the dungeon. So if you want to go out and like get summons and get jobber characters, so you can keep leveling all your passives, you could do that all day if you want to. That's up to you. There's no limit to that. It's just a random drop. And the more characters like Amelia that you have to find treasure chests and luckily get that in, or random events that affects that as well, the more chances that you have at that. There's no guarantee, but it is out in the dungeon if you want to actually do that. So, like I was saying, there's Ninja. Ninja is the first character I realized that can critical. I actually got Ninja late by the time I was like account level 21 with my characters, and I was like, holy crap, I should have had him from the start. I didn't get a Ninja until that point. So what I was also looking for in my rerolls was a Ninja to pop up in one of the summons, and he did, which was amazing. He actually popped up in the 10 summon after that I got the doubles. Now, the Ninja can dodge, he can crit, which basically one-shots whatever he attacks, or if he hits like 300, 400 damage, which in the early part of the game is freaking amazing. Like that's crazy. Like you're just gonna just wipe somebody out. Dodges are amazing in the game because he literally can just not take damage. Like, and then what you can do is you can build his gear to the point that all medium, you just make sure that you build up all of that gear so he can take a little bit more of a hit. So when he does get hit, it doesn't matter. And then you can put HP on him with the passives, and then he has even more HP, so he becomes a frontline unit and just fine. Right now, I'm using a character like literally that I named Yorichi right now, because he's too weak to be out there right now.
Going to be in your party?
You see, like also, and he died twice, so I lost a lot of fortitude. Basically, I'm gonna bring him back in so he can level because he has enough to go like level 8 now. But I'm gonna explain the reason why in a bit. And I know you're probably like, why you don't have him out, dog? And then like, now this character right here, the one that named Yorichi is named Rebecca. She's a brick house. Like she does a lot of damage. She's really good with two-handed weapons. So if you want to use her, by all means, and I'm like swapping between the both of them. I'm gonna use her as well. She's just not there. Not here. You see, we have the collab character, Labyrinth. I'm gonna eventually level him as well. But for right now, this is what we're rocking with. The next thing that you want to pay attention to, I know this is a lot of talky. You want to make a priest, and as I said, make. I chose Galena. Nothing, no particular. You can choose whoever you want at the end of the day, but it should be a VA character type of priest. Basically a voice line actor type of priest. Not a jobber priest, because you're gonna use them as fodder to feed to your priest. So as you can see, we can bring it over here. So she has the Faith of the Wicked as a passive, critical tolerance for no critical tolerance, insta kill tolerance for the user and all adjacent evil allies. Unwavering Faith, continuously increase the stat of divine power and critical tolerance further. So she pretty much is not going to get hit that hard. And then you see I have MP passive on her, which increases her MP so she can heal more, and the divine passive on her, aka make. And you see that she has more of this down here that she will eventually get to. You can pay attention and see like what each individual character is going to get, and then pick, according to their passive, what you want to actually do. Of course, in the future, if there's a 5-star priest that has better passives than this, then by all means work it out. But again, it's better to do stuff like this because I can actively build this easier and not have to worry about dupes, because she's going to come out a lot because she is a nat 4. And you pretty much can build the character any type of way that you want, including the passive, which is just amazing. It's just great at the end of the day. And then what you want to do, one thing that will actually help you out is you want to either go for a two-handed mace, or you want to find no, change. There's going to be maces like this. You notice that the action speed and the evasion on that. Eventually I'm going to change out of that when I get a shield that actually helps out. I just have that on right now. I need a specific shield. It drops relatively good. It's going to give me more MP and more on this for accuracy. But what you can do is you can give this to your priest and then get them a shield, and they become even more tanky than what they already are right now. Their action speed goes up, their accuracy goes up, and their evasion goes up. So even if something does try to hit them, they're not going to take a lot of damage. I don't have any good shields to put on her right now, so I'm just going to do that for right now. So money wise, we have a money quest going on right now, which allows you to get gold. However, what you can do, which is something that's relatively easy, and we'll go out into the dungeon because we talked enough for right now.
Well, where do we go next?
We are gonna go to the pit, not the entrance. We can go right here. So every time you go into the dungeon, the game will reset all of the monsters and all of the treasure chests that you can actually get in the game. So what you want to do is, you see, I can see, and there's a bunch of places that I have not gone to yet, so I can just go to them and then look, because they're not going to show you if there's chests in those particular areas. So you just want to knock all that out so you can actually see it, and whatever quest is going on right there, knock out any quest as well too. So you can actually hit auto move.
Move out. I sense enemies.
And they'll go there. So this is where Amelia is going to come into handy. You see my find is 48 as far as finding treasure, and my disarm is 36. This makes it really easy. Like, that is really slow right there. Like, if you can't do this, I don't know what to tell you, dog. And the higher the level of the stuff goes, the obviously the faster it's going to go, but there's still going to be a pretty big point where you can actually do it. So to get rusty coins, you can sell the rusty coins. They're nothing crazy. We want to just head over here now. He's just going to run to me now. That's fine.
Now is our chance. Stop.
There's that Lanavale heal right there I was telling about. Amazing. So if you did take any damage right there, somehow she's just going to heal it back again. You don't need to use any potions. What's chasing me? Really? Dog. Kick the ladder back down. Man, you'll need to come up here. I already got this thing chasing me. Probably it's gonna be a monster anyway. This entire floor is free. You guys know what free is, right? Yeah, there's nothing on this floor that's gonna bother me. Basically, right now with the setup I got going on, like they're really new right now. Even on the second floor, nothing really bothers me for the most part. Let's head over here.
What is that?
All right, so we got that. We have a chest over here, so let's auto move over here. You don't get to actually move. If you are at a point where you feel that you need to get up out of some, is that two of them?
Don't make me pull extra weight.
Can y'all stop missing? Let's see, Lanavale heal the team back. She's like invaluable. Is this a quest guy? Why is he green? Obviously, we're heading to this chest.
Something's there. Treasure? What are you waiting for? Open it. I'm on it. Go.
Oh, that's my bad. Wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, you see that?
And of course, all this stuff that even if you don't want the gear and don't need it, you can go sell it. All right. We have those items over there. Where do we have another? Oh, there's one right there. There's a bunch of stuff. Bruh.
Don't make me pull extra weight.
That's why you definitely when you get characters that like the thieves that have accuracy, like the jobber three thieves, that's why you want to be,
Could that be?
sir. Sure.
That's help.
He just literally paid for the potion, basically. Paid for 5 potions, actually. Like, stop my auto run, dude.
Here goes. Calmness is sweet as all fears.
Also, take advantage of the fact that you're gonna have this NPC guy chilling here to take hits as well. He doesn't actually get healed or anything like that. He's there.
Something's there. Treasure?
You don't actually need to level up your gear on the first 2 floors either. By the time you get to 4-3, you will. Bro, why are you appearing in the treasure chest, dog?
Well, it's ours to win. A fair result. Oh no, I find this appealing.
I mean, hello? Oh, there we go.
We can open it?
All right, always let your thief do it. Oh, we gotta. Now I can do all these. Like, get all this done. Now, essentially, what you do to actually make money is once you get to the point of like having all the floors on farm, you just run around pretty much the same way like I'm doing. You notice I'm not using any potions. I'm not losing. Nobody's getting hurt. Your fortitude isn't going down because you're not dying, because you're not really getting that much damage, and Land of Veil is healing everything. Again, as you get stronger, it starts to wane off a little bit, but Land of Veil still is healing, and you are still doing that passive thing. So what happens over time is that like you'll start to lose a little bit of HP, but she still is going to be healing passively. You're still going to be like, taking stuff out and stuff like that, which keeps you in the dungeon longer, saves you time, saves you silver, saves you potions that you don't have to actually buy. That's why I just think that she's like an invaluable character, like a character that you literally just need to have at all times.
Move out.
So we'll go up to the other 4 because now I need to tell you about this cool thing I figured out. Now this game has a system that is very much synonymous to old school RPGs, where that you can do what is called EXP overstacking. Now you're gonna hear me say overstacking a lot in other games, but not many games allow you to EXP overstack. Now, when you come out over here, there's going to be an enemy right here. This is the second floor, and this enemy is always here all the time. Now, I did learn this from other people, but they did not realize how this enemy actually works and how this game actually works. This game has EXP scaling, and there is something that you can do. Like I was just saying, EXP stacking. And I don't think they particularly maybe they didn't think that somebody like me would do what I'm about to explain to you. And you can literally do this damn near infinitely. Now remember, we have Land of Veil out here, which is going to be, doing healing. So what you do is you pretty much go to her. In the beginning, you're probably going to need to use your skills, obviously. And you're going to notice that I don't really have any MPN skills because I've been doing this a while. And see, she's going to get a hit off. And for the most part, and if you have people strong enough to actually take it, and you see 121 EXP. Now you're going to notice that I have characters over EXP capped. And the reason why I have them over EXP capped is when you level these characters, that will lower how much EXP you get from this character. And I tested it because I took them all out and I leveled the MC, which you see I have the MC right here. He is at level 7 right now. Now you would think that he would get less EXP because he's at level 7, but he doesn't. And what's happening is averaging the entire team, and my entire team basically is not at that level. So even though he's at level 7 and he should get less EXP, he is not because the entire team level is not that. So that's why I didn't level anybody once I noticed that. And right now with the current EXP gain, he's at 7,194, and he's basically 500 short of being level 10 right now because the cap for EXP right now is 7,632. I will put all this in the link in the description before. There's a wiki. When I realized that this was happening, the first thing I typed in Google was level caps for Wizardry Daphne, and literally is the first thing that popped up because this is stuff that we did 20 years ago in RPG games, but that it exists in this game. So gonna go out. So you just literally how easy this is. This is equivalent to idle in this game. Obviously, you have to keep going back and forth and all this, but this is free. Like, she can't kill me. There's nothing she could do to me. She can't do anything to get to the back row. And I can keep autoing. She's obviously going to hit somebody in the front. That's fine. In fact, you notice my priest is level 1, and my priest has never died. Basically,
Do not come so
that's
close.
her EXP. She's never died. Her fortitude is 90 right now, and that's because I had a different priest. But this is the priest that I put together and made, and you can literally just keep doing this.
This opponent does not look relevant to me.
Now, if you don't feel like her voice line is funny. This is also good because even though Yorichi is probably not going to be fighting as much, she's going to be going on request. Or no, she's going to be going on dispatch. And that's going to this is going to allow me to have her at a pretty good level with gear to send on dispatch. And what essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to take other characters in here and do the exact same thing. Just have like the front row and then just put anybody in the back row and just let them level passively like that in the back. So what I'm gonna do is, where's MC at right now? In front of you. We are almost there. I think we need one more fight for MC. I'm not gonna do it completely for everybody. Again, I didn't want to do that. Stop it, game. I'm sorry.
This opponent does not look relevant to me.
So remember, you see where everybody's level at right now. You cannot, once you get to level 5, you can level the MC, but you can't level the team. And I don't think I can actually even take the MC past 7 with this right now. It might lower it if I had came in here with 8, it might lower it. So this might work just with the MC being at level 7 and everybody else being lower than him. But with that said, that you gonna be crazy. So where are we at right now? Is this enough? That is enough. So we can leave now. Now, the game is going to give you a item.
He's looking so disheveled.
Yes, thank you. No, that's not what I want to do.
So filthy.
The game is going to give you a item that you can use to leave early. Do I even have it on right now? Or do I gotta walk out? I think I gotta walk out.
I want to wash off.
It's called like
Do not come so close.
yeah, I don't have any on. I gotta walk out. That's fine.
Here goes.
Dog, I don't even care. Just leave.
I sense enemies.
There's a grappling hook. The grappling hook, no matter where you are in the dungeon, they give you 10 of them at the beginning. You should have more than enough gold because gold is just fine because we have this quest right now that is giving us a bunch of like these Carafreeze coins, and they're 1,000 a piece. So there's that, and on top of selling whatever gear, if you've been farming the first level like I have, like you should be more than good on gear, and you should be more than good on
Let us proceed. I see it. What could it be?
more than good on gold and more than good on gear, and you should be fine. And then obviously come back to this. Now, once we get to the third floor, after the next floor, you're gonna get like a aura on this. Pick a aura that most benefits your team, whether you need like DPS or you need defense or you need more mana, stuff like that. Just pick whatever aura is gonna help you. So we're gonna hit return,
Yes, we should return.
and we're gonna head back to town. Now, I am going to put Ryu back in.
To the Guild Tavern. Who's going to be in your party?
Mission interlopers will be eliminated as you wish.
Good and reliable team there. Have a good one.
And we're gonna go to the inn. Finally,
We have rooms available.
I don't feel like farming anymore. Realistically, you could do this forever. If you literally like I mean forever. And if you like, let's say if you just don't want to deal with the game's BS and just level the characters, and it's gonna be tedious, it's gonna be long, it's absolutely free, you can absolutely gold farm, you can absolutely gear farm, you can get whack gear, but you can literally gold farm like that because the boss has a chance to drop chests and stuff like that, and EXP farm forever. It's never going to stop you. To get to level 10, you need 7,000 total, 7,632 total EXP, which is just over what I have, just under what I have right now on the main character MC. If you want to go to 15, it's 29,000. So that's a lot. That's a lot of fighting. However, you're never going to die doing that. Is if you're doing something else, you can just pretty much do that and not have to worry about it. But if you level, the EXP is going to go down, obviously, so it won't be as useful to do that anymore, and it'll take even longer. So you have to just think, do I want to do that? Doing it, or do I like, and in a sense, what you can do right now, which is probably what I should do, but I'm not going to because I don't want to. Level up other characters besides these characters, like bring in other characters. For the sake of this video though, I'm just going to level all these characters because I just don't want to do it. But naturally, what I probably should do is put other characters in that I'm going to level, like the collab character, and then Adam, and then Deborah, and let them be in the back, and then let Landaville and Ryu and the MC carry the DPS for the most part, and it'll be fine that way because like that boss can't kill them anyway, so it would be fine. But that's up to you if you want to do that, or you just want to get ahead and play the game. This just making things easier for you. Up to you. So let's stay.
All the adventure. Thank you.
I think I've talked enough. Hopefully you guys who are new.
Better than being, weak, I suppose.
All right, so she got self-healing. Learn 2. Continually restores HP. Continue increases EX resistance. Great. These are all this stuff is the stuff that she would have got as she leveled, but she went from 5 to 9 like immediately. Stun bash, definitely useful.
My strength increases.
Minor physical armor pierce was learned. Teammate conceals user, providing high chance of evading enemy attack. Apart from enemies, standard hit termination, evasion occurrence rate further increase when wearing no armor. Bruh. That's crazy. That's all you got? Oh, yeah, you only went up to that because you weren't there for the most of it.
Yes, this feels more like it.
Mia, delay attack was learned. That's interesting. Makes user hidden, increases multiple abilities. Be specific.
I feel like I'm stronger.
With enough strength, one can get along anywhere.
Conjures an apparition that increases evasion in the front row. Divine power, great. Words of prayer, we got rid of that's poison now. Blows a tailwind. Ooh, that's useful. And now for
You
MC.
leveled up?
Attack up. And that's it. As you can see, he went to level 10.
Had a good sleep?
It's amazing, right? Now, I am pretty sure
Do come again.
new items available in the shop.
It's as gloomy as always.
Oh, I don't care about that. I'll wait for that. Now, real quick, we're going to go back.
Adventuring is so fun.
She be acting like she fighting. She don't do nothing. She just be there.
Oh, why me? Here I go.
The reason why that's blue is because he's stressed from being out there fighting.
Do it?
This party is
I
low.
feel like the odd one out. What is that?
Enemy spotted.
There's something here too with her. I just want to see how much EXP this is going to give you. Might not give him anything. All right, how much? All right, so he still gets 121, but everybody else is down to 61 now. Now, see, that's why I wouldn't necessarily. He just got more 42. He actually went into positive because of that too. That's funny. I didn't look to see what Galena got, but for the most part, let's
Do not come so close.
stop being so
Healed.
stop being like that, lady.
I sense enemies.
Now, see, if I had just not leveled
This opponent does not look relevant to me.
not leveled them, then they would have kept like that. I could have did that, and then everybody been level 10. But I just wanted to explain that and show you what happens when you level. And it's pretty much called overstacking with leveling, and you could do that in stuff like Phantasy Star and some of the Dragon Quest games back in the day. Used to allow you to be able to do this, which was pretty cool. And if I do say so myself, and see, I just got a chest. Let's see if we get it.
I'm on it. Yeah, you see that?
Nope, this is junk. But yeah, so that is all I got for you guys right now. I'm actually gonna. I know you're gonna be like, bruh, but I'm actually gonna keep doing this just to level up Galena and Ryu, and then come back and then level up my other characters as well, so I can send them on high level dispatches. And the reason why I'm take the time to actually do that with them is because what that's going to do is they're going to be at a high level, so I can just send them on dungeon quests, and then they can actually get good gear and not fail the quest, because they need to be like level 10 and 11 and stuff like that to actually do that. And you're going to need them with good gear and things like that, so they can
I sense
actually
enemies.
get the benefit of it.
Do not come so close. Be healed.
and you do the same thing again. You EXP stack. You just don't let Ryu go to the end. So I'll just take him out of the party. Basically, when I go to the end and let everybody else get their stuff back, and then like just put him back, just not let him like level. And yeah, so hopefully that helps you guys out. That's all this stuff I wish I knew in the beginning, because I would be even more stronger than what I was. Like, it felt like I was missing a lot of stuff when I was at level 20, and then now like this, I'm gonna be crazy. Like, I'm just gonna be clapping stuff. It's gonna be great. So hopefully that helps you, a lot of you guys. You guys will probably re-roll and do the same stuff too. Sadly, I don't really want you to do that, but it's good to know all this stuff now, because you can, even on your normal accounts that you have right now, you can just do it. Or you could go and try to get the characters like I did. Now that you know, like, you know, like what you can get, like the 33 summon in the beginning. On PC, what you have to do to reroll is in the beginning of the game, when you're about to log into the game. If you go to the top left, you're gonna see a cog, and the cog will say delete information or delete user information. You can just do that, and then you have to redo the process again, like 15 minutes to get back to the point of being able to summon. So if you can actually handle and stand that, I did it 5 times, you'll be good. So up to you. Peace. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.